Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 17. I mean, the last episode was brutal, and probably the most depressing episode of Buffy, the whole show so far, easily. I mean, killing off Joyce is... yeah, there's no chance she's coming back, right? I don't think so. But it just sucks, right? Joyce is such a great character. She was having such a great life. I was rooting for her so much. As she was kind of recovering with her tumor, and then they just killed her off. But I do admire the show for, you know, the realism of the suddenness of her death and just the way that whole thing was done. As sad as I am that Joyce is gone, I can't help but think there's a lot of really great things they could have done with her character before killing her off. But, you know, it's like real life, like I said, so sorry to make this intro depressing. Let's just get right into the episode. As always, the full unedited reactions of Buffy and Angel, along with future episodes, are all up on Patreon if you want to support and you don't want to wait. Let's get into it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 5, Episode 17. I will say one person who I want to see react to Joyce's death is Spike, because I guarantee he's going to be heartbroken, even though he's a demon. Is she picking a casket for her mother?
It speaks of your deep feeling for the deceased.
Yeah, those words I don't think mean much, even though the guy's trying to be nice.
Wasn't such a good idea, you coming along. It's fine, I'm serious. You shouldn't have to deal with this stuff.
Yeah, maybe not.
Okay?
I'll just say, when I'm dead, I do not care what I'm buried in. You know, I mean, obviously Dawn, like, she's younger, she's processing everything with Joyce, but it's like, you're gone, you're not there. Like Buffy said last episode, when you're dead, you're gone. Your body's just a body.
What color flowers? White? They're nice.
I feel like Dawn wants to be involved more in the decisions being made, right? They're not really consulting her at all.
Right before she went in for the operation, we had a talk about what she wanted in case.
Oh, really?
She never said anything to me.
Poor Dawn.
I'm all phoned out. Will you? Unless it's my dad.
Oh, shoot, I completely forgot about Buffy's father.
Do you know the Brown Brothers mortuary?
Can't believe he still hasn't called.
How is he not?
What are we gonna do after? I mean...
I don't know what's going to happen in the show after, honestly.
Come back here? I don't know. I don't want to be here. Yo, do you put it at the top or just like a...
And no one's paying any attention to Dawn. I mean, I get it. So many things are happening, but...
Can I go to Willow's tomorrow after the service? If you want to. I guess so.
I mean, what is going to happen with Dawn, too? Like, is her father now her sole legal guardian, right? I don't think Buffy can take on that role.
I'm gonna stop by my mom's for been doing that a lot lately.
Well, I'm not going to my place. Those people are scary. Speaking of,
Oh, does Spike know?
you have got to be kidding.
I'm not going in.
You're not leaving those.
Why not?
You're going to score points with Buffy this way?
He is sincere.
We're all hip to your doomed obsession.
Death of choice.
Yeah.
Like you care about her.
He did.
You wanted to shag. I'm touched.
I like the lady.
He did.
She had a nice cuppa for me. She never treated me like a freak.
Her mistake.
Xander, come on. You can't have no sympathy for Spike, man.
The guy thinks he can put on a big show and calm Buffy into being his sex monkey.
It's not a show.
Xander,
Willow realizes.
he didn't leave a card.
Yeah, he's not trying to get credit. I guess, you know, from Xander's perspective, he doesn't understand. But anyone who's watched the show, of course Spike got along with Joyce. And this has nothing to do with his obsession with Buffy. It sucks, too. There's such separation between them. You know, Dawn and Buffy right now.
Our sister, Joyce Summer, and we commit her body to the ground. The Lord bless her and keep her. The Lord lift up his countenance upon her, give her peace.
Dawn's kind of ready to go. Can we take her with us?
Yeah. She should probably get out of here.
Yeah.
What about you? We can wait if you want.
I'm fine. Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe someone should stick around or at least come back to check on Buffy. That transition. She didn't move. Who is that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't come sooner.
No way. Of course Angel would come and show up.
It'll get better, I promise.
Don't know that.
Sure she does. We're witches. We know stuff.
That's not gonna trick Dawn.
You make a place for her in your heart. Sort of like she becomes a part of you. Does that make sense?
That was good, Tara.
I don't want to sleep.
Okay, we can just sit or whatever you want.
Just keep an eye on her, whatever you do.
Because I know what I want to do now.
What?
You guys are witches, and you do
magic.
A spell? We're going practical magic route? No, I don't think that's wise.
You want us to teach you something?
No, Willow, think where she's going with this.
I want to do a spell. I want to bring Mom back.
No. There's no way Willow's going to attempt to do this, right? I don't think that would be... I mean, look, I would love to have Joyce back if it was really Joyce and something didn't go wrong, but I don't think that's possible.
That was different. It's because of Joyce.
Huh?
I mean, I think Anya's right, even though this is very awkward.
When I think about it that way, sex a little more exciting.
Again, I say, huh?
Oh, come on, Xander. It's making sense.
It's about making life.
Right, when two people are much older and way richer.
Xander's like, I'm not ready for kids. I'm not ready for kids.
Breathe. You're turning colors. Life could come out of our love and our smooshing, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
It all makes me feel like we're a part of something bigger, you know?
Yeah, I do.
All I know is Xander better treat Anya right. Forget any robot lady showing up.
It's not possible.
Why? You guys do magic for all kinds of things.
It's not the same, yeah.
They put her in the ground.
This isn't the way. I'm not even sure it's possible, Dawn.
Yeah, just stick with that. Don't need to convince her. Just say it literally can't be done.
Witches can't be allowed to alter the fabric of life for selfish reasons.
I think they should have just told her that it can't be done, man.
Maybe they could, but we can't. It's too dangerous.
You said you wanted to help.
They do, they do. I really wonder if truth was the best choice in that scenario. Because you can't expect Dawn to understand.
And it's tomorrow that I'm worried about.
What's tomorrow?
Yeah, what's tomorrow?
That's exactly what I don't know.
I mean, that's what I'm asking about the show. What happens now?
You just need some time. I'm sure everybody understands that.
Time's not the issue.
Permanence is.
Mom was the strong one in real life.
Joyce was so strong.
I keep thinking about it when I found her. I had just gotten there 10 minutes early.
No, Buffy.
You said they told you it wouldn't have made a difference.
They said probably wouldn't have made a difference.
I mean, these are the questions you'll ask yourself.
I haven't told that to anyone.
Doesn't make it your fault. Couldn't have done anything different.
That's true.
I didn't even start CPR until they told me.
Buffy,
I fell apart.
no one can blame you.
You don't feel like it now, but you are strong, Buffy. You're gonna figure this out.
That's true. I'm so glad Angel showed up. I mean, of course he would.
It's gonna be late soon.
Bedtime, Angel.
As long as you want me.
How's forever? Does forever work for you?
We're sick of LA anyways, right? Angel? Darla rejected you? Not really, but... Really? Dang. It's been a while since they kissed, you know? But this...
I'm sorry.
No, I'm so grateful that you came, Angel.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it through the night.
I don't think anything could have comforted Buffy more than Angel showing up. What are the chances Riley shows up? Meanwhile, the villain's over here.
I'm sick of running into her Jawa reject.
The news of your relationship with the Slayer.
We don't have a relationship.
Yeah, they're early stages.
Attempted to court her, did you not?
That's true. Guilty.
And why would I share that with the most unstable one?
Time is running short, sir.
For both of them? Glory and Ben?
I would never do that to an innocent...
An innocent? The key? That's an interesting choice of word.
Oh, dang it is. That's a big clue!
It's not a person.
Of course not.
You're gonna run and tell her, aren't you?
Yes.
How many people are going to die? I can't let that happen, don't you see?
Oh, jeez!
I can't.
Killing the messenger. Kind of feel bad for that dude. Anyone else feel bad for that dude? He's kind of a humble servant of Glory, you know? I'm gonna miss him.
I didn't know if you want to go home.
Giles said he'd pick me up whenever.
Oh, okay.
Make sure Giles actually said that, and Dawn's not gonna try to read a spell book on her own.
I can come back.
I might not be here.
Well, I'll try my luck. Take care, Dawn.
I like how Tara and Willow are, you know, obviously mature enough not to be hurt or upset that Dawn is so upset at them, because it has nothing to do with them. Wait, what is that? What are you doing, Willow? That better not be like a resurrection book that you're guiding her towards. That better be like an Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind book, if anything. I don't know if this is wise.
Age of Levitation, War of the Warlock,
She's gonna look straight for resurrection spells.
Resurrection.
I told you. Come on. Plus, she has no experience, so I feel like it's going to make it extra dangerous, possibly. Oh my gosh, come on. Someone should have seen this coming.
Don't you watch television? I thought all children despise effort and enjoy cartoons.
Adults as well, Anya. Count me in.
You can always use a hand.
But you have a hand. A paid hand. isn't the hand of an illegal child.
Come on, tell me Anya isn't one of the most endearing characters in the whole show.
But of course, it's wonderful that you find doing my job so distracting. I am unthreatened.
Willow told me that some of the books and things are kind of...
Oh, great. Don't fall for this, Giles, please.
More potent texts and potions are all up there. Anyone asks you about anything in that area, the cash register, you can ring up sales.
Ring up sales? With the money? She gets to fondle the money?
Fondle the money.
Yeah, oh, that one. There, that's nice. Thank you.
It's not the first time I've said this in Buffy, but they really need better security. These books need like little clothing tags, you know what I mean? Set the alarm off when you walk out the door. Someone see her? Oh, Giles! Oh, come on! All you had to do was look to the side. You would have caught her in the act.
Transaction that Anya's doing, then I'll let you try.
Oh, here we go, man. I mean, there's no... This would be such a strange route for the show if she actually pulls this off and a version of Joyce comes back. That could be... I don't know what would happen.
I hope it's just dirt you're after.
Spike, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
You're into zombie territory.
Yeah.
That's bad news.
Yes.
I know good and well what you're up to. That book you've got is infamous.
Good.
Don't tell Buffy. I have to get her back.
You can't.
I have to.
You can't.
I'm not gonna tell, little bit. I'm gonna help.
Wait, what? Spike, I thought you were the responsible adult. What are you doing? Why would Spike do that? I mean, I know he cares for Joyce too, but like he said, you're dealing in zombie territory, bro.
You don't have to be all nice. I know why you're doing this.
Do you now? Enlighten me.
Everyone misjudges Spike, man.
You're like stalking my sister. You'd do anything to get in good with her.
This is not what this is about.
Never hears about this, okay? Found out what I was doing, she'd drive a redwood through my chest.
And that's also true.
I'll see to it that you end up in the ground. You got it?
Yeah.
Is Spike actually gonna help her, or is he gonna, you know, convince her this is a bad idea in a sneaky way?
He's most loyal to...
Hey, he'd better be loyal.
He is loyal, he's just dead.
Oh, no.
Oh, is he alive? Tell me he's alive.
Ben? Oh, God, you pointless, stupid lump. Oh, I hate you.
Oh, dang. I wonder if I'm right, if they actually are sharing the same body, you know?
What about the key?
Highest you.
The key's in human form?
I believe so.
And innocent, that makes you think of someone young. I love how he's still struggling to praise her, you know what I mean? Like,
James, you're well done. You're my man.
heal him.
Could have been a log or a bicycle pump or whatever, am I right?
Oh, is he really dying?
Get him fixed, would ya?
That's funny, but sad.
And without all that annoying moaning.
Oh no, maybe he is gonna be okay if she said to fix him, hopefully.
Smells like Grandpa.
Hey, anybody home?
Who is this character?
I know you.
I don't know you.
That guy hangs around down at the corner mart. Big into dominoes, aren't you?
Can't say as I am.
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, I'd swear you were that guy.
What's wrong with him?
Just because the lights are dim doesn't mean the juice is all gone.
But it does mean it's your little creepy, right?
I know some tonics.
I don't want any tonics.
Either one of you witches?
No.
Any experience with the spells of this
Can this guy be trusted, man?
Didn't think so.
Ow!
What the? This is like showing up to the car mechanic when you know nothing about cars. You know what I mean? Like, they can easily take advantage of you. What the? What was that? This guy makes me seriously uneasy. I mean, good casting.
We've got the Gora demon standing between you and success. That's the translation you were missing.
Gora, I've heard of those.
I haven't.
They like to stick close to the hellmouth.
Go figure.
Can you buy it? Egg
If it
or...
was as easy as making an omelet, everyone would try.
Yeah.
No.
How do you
You
get
have
it?
to steal the egg from the nest of the demon.
Is it gonna be like Nacho Libre? Tell me. Tell me.
Photo of your mother. Then say this incantation. 3
This could be a hereditary trap, I swear, I swear.
I can't say for sure your mother will come back exactly like she was.
This is not good. Come on.
These things get a little off.
But she'll still be my mother.
Will she?
Won't she?
No.
More or less.
Excuse me? Don't give me that answer, more or less. It's a yes or no answer.
Good.
Dawn, come on. Spike, you as an adult should know better.
No. Keep your money.
On the house? That's not reassuring.
Thank you.
You just keep in touch now.
I don't think he's doing this out of the goodness of his heart. Come on.
I will.
I kind of hope we see this character again because this actor's really good in this short appearance.
Somebody's got to get the egg while you distract the Gora. Come on.
Buffy will never forgive you.
What do you know? Pity Buffy.
I was gonna say same blood, but I guess technically not. Oh.
Doesn't look so bad.
Wait till it wakes up. That's usually when the bad starts.
It looks pretty bad to me.
Hey! Gora, heads up.
Move, Spike!
Right.
Oh, multiple heads. Hydra form. It looks like a dinosaur, kind of, you know? Like a stegosaurus meets a snake or a hydra. Oh, what?
No, I can't, Mom.
It's too dangerous, and I haven't got...
Yeah, she's like, I came this far, I'm not turning back. Holy. Oh, dang. Get out of there, get out of there. Did that kill it?
Sorry.
Did you get it? Don't be sorry then.
Mission accomplished. Even though I feel like this is all very foolish, it is pretty cool that he's helping Dawn in a certain sense.
Yours, eternally. Bone. Flesh.
You're gonna have to destroy that picture before the end of this episode, I just know it.
Wait, what are you writing this for?
My journal.
I should start journaling, honestly. I've heard it's really good for you.
Life goes by so fast. If you don't write stuff down, it just gets lost.
True.
Every last bagel, down to every last everything I do with you.
I would watch a Willow and Tara vlog, right? Very wholesome.
What happened to History of Witchcraft?
Willow, you know exactly what happened.
Dawn must have taken it. This is bad. This is really bad.
It's just a history book.
Oh.
I don't think she could do any...
Willow needs like a safety magic course or something.
God, what else did she take?
I think...
Willow would never be able to lie on the stand, right?
Hello? Bone. Flesh. Breath. Yours eternally.
Who called Buffy? Is that Tara and Willow, or is that a misdirection, you know?
Return to me.
What have you done? What have you...
Is it finished?
She's coming home.
It's not gonna be her.
You have no idea what you're messing with. Who knows what you actually raped? It'll be her. No.
Just blind faith.
People come back wrong. He told me her DNA. Who told you? Who?
A very untrustworthy source.
But I need her. I don't care if she...
Are we really gonna see a zombie Joyce?
You have me.
No, I don't. You won't even look at me. So obvious you don't want me around.
Oh, that's not at all what's going on.
Mom died, and it's like you don't even care.
Duh.
You've just been running around like it's in some big chore. Cleaning up after Mom's mess.
Dang. Buffy, you shouldn't have done that.
I've been busy because I have to.
No, you've been avoiding me.
I'm not. I'm trying, Dawn. I am really trying to take care of things.
He's asking you to be Mom.
Well, who's gonna be if I'm not? Who's gonna make things better? Who's gonna take care of... I didn't mean to push you away. I couldn't let you see me.
Yeah, she's trying to be strong.
God, Donnie.
But...
What we're gonna do?
I mean, now what? With zombie Joyce?
Mommy. Buffy.
No, no, no. Buffy, come on, listen to what you said earlier. Oh, dang. I'm surprised Dawn would do that. And it's so telling that Buffy, even though she knew it was wrong, still rushed over because she has a similar desire just to see her mom one more time.
It's okay.
Okay.
I still can't believe their father never showed up. I mean, unbelievable. Right, so that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 17. So we kind of picked up right where we left off with, you know, dealing with the tragedy of Joyce's death and the real life things. And, you know, similar to the last episode in a certain sense, it did feel like this episode was dealing with just some very real issues about grief and what happens after someone does pass away, right? Even like just having to do something like choose what type of casket you know, your loved one goes in. You know, and I like how this episode really focused on Dawn and Dawn kind of dealing with everything because, you know, like I've said last episode and everything, you know, not only is she so young, but she just, you know, found out that she wasn't really Buffy's sister and Joyce's daughter, and so she went through that her whole place in the world just kind of had vanished, and then she had just kind of come back and accepted that and was just getting more comfortable, of course, with Buffy and with her mother, Joyce, you know, seeing that they were fully accepting her as part of their true family. But, you know, then for her mother to die like that, of course, Dawn is kind of lost and confused. And, you know, I do like how a lot of the differences between Buffy's grief and Dawn's grief feels very realistic to their ages, right? Dawn being younger, you know, I feel like she turns towards being angry and being more in denial, whereas Buffy, you know, has kind of accepted it. And as the big sister, you know, as we saw in that emotional ending of this episode, as Buffy was explaining, she's trying to handle everything, and on top of that, stay busy so that she doesn't just collapse with the grief. But you could understand why Dawn takes that as Buffy not feeling anything, right? Because obviously, you know, everyone grieves in their own ways. Just because you don't cry, for example, doesn't mean you don't care immensely. Like, everyone is different. It's a strange thing. You shouldn't feel guilty for grieving in any particular way. But you can understand why someone who's young, like Dawn, doesn't really understand that. Could see Buffy's lack of apparent sadness as an indication that she doesn't actually care, right? Plus, at the end of the day, she's just very confused and upset herself. But then we have, you know, kind of classic Buffy storyline, someone trying to shape reality to their will, and it never goes well. And Dawn is the one doing it in this case, trying to resurrect her mother. And a couple interesting things about this one. I mean, I don't know why Willow would help her. I mean, I get it. I get why Willow would help her. She just felt so, you know, Willow is such a kind-hearted, empathetic person that she sees Dawn in such incredible sorrow that she can't help but helping. But I really do feel like Tara had her head on straight much better in that situation. I mean, it's probably easier. Tara wasn't as close to Joyce, right? But still, I feel like Willow really should be the person guiding Dawn in the right direction, not nudging her to maybe use that spell book. I mean, thankfully things turned out the way that they did, but imagine if they didn't, you know, like that would not be a good circumstance for Willow to be partially accountable for everything that went down. And then we had Angel showing up, which was, you know, really cool to have an appearance from him, and it was a short but brief and meaningful appearance. And I really think that Angel being there was probably the most comforting thing that could happen, right? Like, I mean, at this point, I really don't think they're ever going to get back together in a romantic way, but it does mean so much when you're at a low point and you're lost and you're confused. I don't think anything could really help you more than someone who understands you and gets you, and you have that long history, who can just be there for you, even though, of course, it had to be brief, right? Because obviously they still have a lot of feelings, and like Buffy said, she's extremely vulnerable right now and really would want someone, and that's just, we can't have Angelus on top of everything else going on with Glory and all that. And speaking of Glory, we had a lot more going on with her. I mean, Ben kind of let it slip to Glory's #1 minion over here, and then a very important detail, and he is a loyal servant, man, if nothing else. I mean, he has an unfortunate appearance, but he can't help that, you know what I mean? I kind of like it. I've kind of warmed up to the guy, especially with just how gracious he is constantly towards Glory. A humble servant indeed, you know, even as he's gasping, dying. I hope he didn't actually die. That would be depressing. But, you know, dying there with a knife wound, and he's still, like, giving her all her high titles and stuff like that. And that was kind of a moment of levity in the episode. But also, on a more serious note, like I said, it is a very big clue now that Glory knows that it's a person. And on top of that, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Innocent, if I heard that, I would think a younger person. Of course, you could be referring to an older person who could be totally innocent, right? But I just feel like if I had to just, I heard innocent person, I'm going to think younger. Does that make sense? Does anyone else get that? So I feel like it's a really big clue for Glory, and she's really going to start narrowing in on possibly identifying Dawn as the key, which could set in motion a lot of huge things. Who knows what that will lead to as we continue on the crazy roller coaster, which is season 5 of Buffy. But I think my favorite moment of the whole episode, I mean, the ending of the episode was very powerful, right? We see, you know, Buffy and Dawn kind of really opening up about their grief, right? And I do think that was actually a really good thing that it happened, because not only do they have a greater understanding, right? Dawn understands how sad Buffy herself is, but I think there's got to be a lot of catharsis and just release, emotional release for the two of them to kind of grieve openly together and get those feelings out and get that confusion out. And then I do think it was a really mature move for Dawn to kind of rip that photo. I do love the detail of having Buffy, you know, even as she came over to stop Dawn from doing this, she knows 100% this is a bad idea. She still can't help but rush over and be like, Mom, like, I get a chance to see my mom one more time. I mean, how many of us would love to do that with a loved one? You know, you're not really going to be thinking with your head straight. But then, like I said, very mature move. Dawn rips the photo, so of course we don't see a zombie Joyce, which I kind of like. I feel like it's odd because it's all fictional, but I do feel like it's kind of respectful to Joyce that we didn't see this zombie monster version of her. We just saw the shadow passing over. But my favorite moment of the episode was with Spike. When he first comes over with the flowers. And it wasn't some super emotional thing. I mean, that kind of makes sense. And plus, some time had passed by. But, you know, Xander is just naturally, like, I was upset at Xander in that moment, but it makes sense from his point of view 100% that he's just assuming, like, oh, you're just showing up. You're just doing this to get on Buffy's good side because of your obsession with her. But no, it had nothing to do with that. And it just, I don't know, I like that scene. It felt realistic, and I even like how Spike just walked away afterwards, you know, like, okay, fine. No one's going to understand that I actually cared about Joyce, and no one's going to believe me in that moment, so he just kind of surrenders to it. But it just says a lot about Spike, you know, and still one of my favorite duos of the whole show. Was only a couple little brief moments that we saw with Spike and Joyce, but their chemistry was so hilarious together, and just their dynamic. You could do a whole spin-off like road trip with Spike and Joyce just talking about life, doing reaction videos, anything. Sign me up, I would watch that. And then Spike, of course, as the other character besides Willow who assists Dawn. And I don't feel as bad, you know, like I kind of put more weight on Willow's decision because she's a good character. Spike, it's like he is, at the end of the day, a demon, a pure evil character. And I do actually think there's something kind of sweet about his desire to help Dawn, as unwise as that whole venture turned out to be. I mean, of course. But I did like also the appearance of the guy who kind of helped them out, right? Who like gave them the spell with the black eyes. I don't know exactly what creature he was, but I thought that scene was just very unsettling the whole time, and a lot of that was due to the performance of that elderly guy. So I wouldn't mind seeing that character pop up. He just made me feel uneasy the whole time. His character looked creepy. His acting was very like in character and believable. Just one of those random side characters who could make a good, you know, untrustworthy character or villain, or just someone who causes mischief and mayhem in the future. But overall, you know, another very serious episode, another very sad episode. You know, and I like that. It would have felt very strange if the show had just gone on to like, okay, another adventure with Buffy and friends, and let's see what happens. Like, you can't do that when something as major and as tragic as the passing of Joyce has happened. Yeah, so I am curious. I'm kind of like Buffy. I don't know what the next chapter of this season is going to be. I'm guessing it's going to have to do with Glory figuring out who Dawn is, possibly, but I don't know. I'm excited to see where we go from here. As always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reaction, that is up on Patreon. That is also where you can watch future episodes of both Buffy and Angel if you don't want to wait and you care to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.